Running up something crazy, got me feeling elevated. They wanna know who made it, they wanna know the name.
What's going on, man? So today I had a chance to interview one of my favorite artists ever, Charles Hamilton, man. He's one of them ones for me, man. Like I'll say in the interview, like he's one of them ones, like the most talented rapper I've come in contact with, honestly. So yeah, we're gonna get into it today, man. Just feel free, like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
Is it B-Dot?
Yes. How you doing, Charles?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I can't complain. I don't know what was going on, but I had missed calls randomly.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Let's just get right into it.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, we're gonna get started now. Okay, you guys, right now I have one legendary artist right here, man. Like, words can't describe how I feel about him. I'm gonna let him introduce himself right now.
I go by the name of Charles Hamilton, a.k.a. C. Hamilton, a.k.a. the talented Mr. Hamilton, a.k.a. Junior.
Okay, Charles. So, oh man, like, like I said before, words can't explain, man. Like you, musically, you're like, it's probably not good words to use, but you're like a god to me, man. Like you're one of them ones, man. Like since like I told you before how I met you, and like so the backstory to that, right? I know you didn't have a pink do-rag on like we talked about. It was a pink tie. But so my uncle, he went to Morehouse in Atlanta, Georgia. And his best friend, he went to FDA. So his best friend was back home in New York, and he was like, "Hey, you guys should come up. I'll like show you around, because we never been in New York. I'm from Maryland."
Okay.
So we came to New York, and we met up with them, and he took us to FDA, and we started walking around the school, and that's when Dr. Hodge came out, and we started walking around with Dr. Hodge, and then out of nowhere you came out, and Dr. Hodge, he spoke nothing but great words about you. He was like, "Hey, this guy's up next. He has multiple deals on the table." He said, "We can't talk about it right now, but just know it's going to happen." And I met you. You were really genuine. Like, you were just, you look tired. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was putting in hours in FDA.
In the studio, right?
Days, yeah, man. I lived in there. That was my home.
Right. And is that where the whole Demev started?
Well, yes. It started. I didn't start the Melrose. Howard H.O. Burke started it.
Okay.
And basically, it was like a movement. You know what I mean? Like everybody who came together with music as the common interest. H.O. was the leader.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like a mentor to me, and he pretty much shaped me into as I don't want to say discipline, 'cause I always had discipline, but he showed me how to harness my abilities.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm always thankful to H.O.
And on the earlier mixtapes, I noticed that on every song you were mentioning H.O.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was like a father figure. I mean, if it weren't for H.O., I'd probably be dead.
That's crazy. So, let's start at the beginning. Like, what originally inspired you to get into the music industry? Like, I know, like, for you, like, the music part came first, like, a musician. Mm-hmm. So, like, what figure, like, got you started in that?
I think wanting to be famous came from Eminem. Like wanting to tell my story on a big scale. I guess to kind of put people on blast and, get a certain type of attention from females. I went hard. You know what I mean? Like, I was a battle rap first. And that was how I got my attention.
Mm-hmm.
As far as being a talented MC. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could say I was most inspired by Dr. Dre and Eminem.
That's crazy because eventually you would get signed to Interscope.
Right. And I told them.
Is that why you signed? Is that why you signed with Interscope?
Well, partially, but there was more opportunity on the table on Interscope.
Okay. And with Interscope, I know you've been a big fan of Jimmy.
Yeah, I love Jimmy. I mean,
Still to this day, you still feel that way about him?
yeah, absolutely. He made a smart decision, which wasn't the best decision for me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got to make a move for your company and team, so you can't worry about emotions and feelings.
Right. You just got to do what's best for your future.
Exactly. And I wasn't making the label any money.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was free.
Yeah, and I think that's why your fan base grew so big because okay, let me give you a little backstory. So after that day I met you, it was probably about 15 or 16 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a year later that's when the deal had got announced that you got signed. And from that day, I was like, oh my God, I just met this dude. Dr. Hodges said something was coming, but I ain't think, because when you meet somebody, a rapper, quote unquote, I wouldn't think it would be somebody that looked like you at the time. You know what I mean? Not nothing against you or anything, but.
No, I get it.
But then.
I didn't appear as a rapper.
Right. But. I think that make me more intrigued because I said, oh, it has to be something to this guy because if you think about even these days, they have to have the image, you know what I mean? Which honestly killed hip hop to me because it's not about the music no more. It's about image. It's about social media. It's about everything except the music. And how do you feel about that? For somebody that is all about the music, how do you feel about the music industry now? How, you don't have to be talented, honestly.
I feel like the music business needs something to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
The magic is kind of leaving.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing to cheer up about. Everything is really down and depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I'm the guy to do it because I'm down and depressed all the time.
Yeah, but I feel like your music, right? You express these things in your music. You know what I mean? And this was at a time where people weren't doing that. People weren't being vulnerable in their music. They were more, talking about stuff that wasn't true and all this stuff. But you blew up off your honesty and just your life. You know what I mean? How has that change affected your music? You moving from New York. I mean, I know you were born in Cleveland, but you spend most of your time in New York. So how's that change been going from East Coast to West Coast?
Well, I gotta hold on tight to my music. Cause other than that, I'll be making West Coast music.
I understand. You what artists have you been listening to? Do you listen to any other artists? As far as rap, let's talk about rap.
I kind of want to keep my listening choice to myself. I mean, obviously, Jay Dilla, George Master, Jack Splash, whenever they drop shit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm just listening to my crates.
Mm-hmm. So so me and my boys all the time, we talk about this unicorn list, right? So unicorn list of like modern day rappers. And
Okay.
I always tell them like people like you, like people that I think people that can go off the top for hours are genius to me. Like it makes no sense. I don't know how you guys do it. Like it's amazing, right? So I got people like I got King Los, and I got Lupe, unicorns. I've never seen anybody do the things that you guys do. Is there like any other artists that like you feel the same way about, like modern day?
I really can't say so, man.
I understand. Yeah. Okay.
You know, I really hope people come with it now. You know, like I'm not really impressed. You know, Coach Contra. I fuck with Coach Contra.
Okay.
Griselda, I guess.
Griselda. Mm-hmm.
OT the Real,
Where's he from?
Boston.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check him out.
OT the Real. Rock Marciano actually dropped some crazy shit.
When late last year?
Yeah, with Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
was for Man's Bones.
Okay. So over the years, right? I noticed that like in all your music, you've had a heavy rock influence. Where did that originate?
It's me and my dad's thing. Me and my dad listen to rock and roll.
Okay. And is he the one that got you into Incubus?
No, my friend Matthew Anderson. He got me into Incubus.
Cause
The two of us were like the gods of Harlem.
mm-hmm. Cause you honestly got me into Incubus, man. Every day I gotta play something. That you when you started what was that? The At Most I'm Just?
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. The samples, everything. Like I heard that and I just went crazy, man. I never heard anything like that in my life.
Yeah, man, I got a little bond with Incubus, you know.
And you're how many instruments can you play? Because I feel like there's been different stages where you're playing something different every time.
Piano, lead guitar, bass guitar, drums, harmonica, most percussion instruments, turntables. Yeah, that's about it.
Mm. So in 2015, I remember you came back with New York Raining, and this was I think you were away from a while from like the industry, and then you came back. You signed with Republic, and New York Raining came out for Empire. How was that whole experience?
It was a trip, man, because I was so medicated that all I could do was what they asked me to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really comfortable. But over time, you know, they expressed concern.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we were able to scale back a little bit.
Did they put that feature together, or did you reach out for that one?
No, I asked them if they could put Rita Ora on the track.
Oh, okay, because you felt like she would be perfect for it.
Right.
She was, man. That was a hit.
Thanks.
That was a hit, man. And then you dropped the what album was that? The Charles Hamilton?
Hamilton
No,
Charles.
or was it the Black Box? The Black Box was
Hamilton. The Black Box was an EP. Hamilton Charles was an album.
okay. And how was that experience for you? Because I feel like that was your first project back on a major. You know, like not just being on yourself releasing music. That was like your first one back.
I mean, the question is, how did you like it?
I think, see me, I think it was too polished. Like the sonically, it was too polished, and I feel like that's not you. Like if you go back to the origin of Charles Hamilton, like you never tried to make anything sound too perfect. You just wanted to give the fans you. And I felt like we didn't get you with that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right on.
But I think it was good. Like you still gave me what I look from you, like what I look for from you. But I just think it was a little too polished.
Okay.
Because like I was listening to your latest album, and I feel like you're back to being you. I feel like they were putting you in a box where they wanted you to be something else.
And how did you feel about Hypergod? So the content in Hypergod.
I feel like that's you.
Okay.
I feel like you felt free in Hypergod. Would you say that you feel free now?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. So what's the next step for you? Where are you looking to go?
I'm looking to follow my freedom, man. You know, like whatever freedom takes me.
And are you looking to stay independent?
I just need some time to clear my head. I can't really answer that question right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting a major label deal will cover all my finances. Staying independent will, boost my credibility. If I stay by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get all me, no restrictions. If that's what you want, if that's even what you want, like I'm giving you all of me. Is that what you want? Like musically, creatively, aesthetically, like.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think as a fellow Star Chaser, yes.
All right, cool. Well, expect to see a whole new conglomerate from me. You know what I mean? I carry myself like a conglomerate.
Mm-hmm.
And expect me to be in front of you as a Fortune 500 company. To be that company by myself.
Do you think that because okay, so when you started, it kind of wasn't you by yourself.
Right.
So do you think you need that team, or do you think you should believe in yourself, of course, but do you think you could do it by yourself?
As long as I can do it on my terms, like at my pace.
I respect that. I definitely respect that. So what advice? Because I feel like you've been through all the ups. Oh, you're fine. You've been through all the ups and the downs in the music industry. So what advice would you give someone trying to step through these boundaries that, the music industry might give you? Like,
don't give up.
Don't give up. Just keep going.
Absolutely.
And just focus on the music.